Hi, today we're going to look at the Thermaltake Core X1 ITX case. Yeah, it's a little big for an ITX case, but it makes up for that for all the options that you get on the inside of it. It's modular, because you can stack them on top of each other, but yet on the inside it's pretty configurable to whatever you want to do. You can move the motherboard tray around, you can move the fans around, you can move a lot of the stuff around on the inside. So they give you plenty of options to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this thing apart and dive into it. It's really simple. You could either just use your thumbs or whip out an old Phillips screwdriver. Takes this thing apart, and I'm not kidding, it's only going to take a few minutes to take this thing apart. So go ahead and watch, and I'm going to take it apart. Taking off the top panel. Top panel comes off real quick and easy. It's metal. On the bottom side, it actually has a magnetic filter for the getting your dust, stopping your dust and stuff. Getting on that. So as you can see, you're already into the top of it that quickly. A couple screws on the thumb screws on the side. Boom, you've got that off. Full size window. You can actually take the window out if you want. We'll go around to the other side. Again, a few thumb screws. Pulls right off. We'll flip it over. As you can see, it's also got, for top and the bottom side of it, the magnetic filters. And it's a really cool option. Really nice. So we've got this thing pretty close to being torn down, but how far can you tear it down? Well, you can even take the bottom off. That's so if you want to stack it, and this is going to be your top case, and you're going to have a bottom case, you can take the top off of the bottom case and take the bottom off the top case. Yeah, I know, think about it. Real simple. 2 Phillips screws here. Take off the back filter screen here. We also have 2 screws. Pop those out real quick. Two thumb screws on the back. Pulls off. You've also got a filter on the front. Now you've got total access to the whole inside of this thing in, what, a minute and a half or so? If you want to take the front panel off, just as easy. Pop it up. And you've got the whole panel off. I mean, we pretty much have this whole case taken apart, even with me talking, within just a few minutes. As I was telling you, on the inside you can move a lot of the stuff around. So as you can see here, you can put your radiators and fans or whatever stuff you want to do. With a screwdriver, again, loosen up 2. You have 4 brackets in here. Now you can take this bracket, you can move it over here, there, wherever, and you can set it up so wherever you want the fans to be. Great idea. Because what they're kind of do is basically giving you a frame with a highly configurable inside piece. So this also goes for the larger size cases too. Because they have the X2 and they have the X9. Same thing for the motherboard tray. Now the motherboard tray currently sits in the back position here. Take 4 thumb screws out and you can slide it up and down the railing. So if you want it a little farther this way, you can do that, whatever you want. I mean, even if you want to take out the hard drive bays, you can take and move these, pull it off. Same down here with your storage. You can pull these out, move them around. The only thing can move around is, of course, going to be your power supply. Your power supply is going to go in this position. Plenty of room for water cooling. You can move everything around, especially for your water cooling. If you want it to run a certain way, so you can put the motherboard in, maybe into the middle because you want it to come up this way or that way. A lot of different options. On the front side, again, many different options for different sizes fans, different size radiators. You can move them, slide them, add them, do whatever you want. Backside, same thing. You're going to have these slots here that you can put a larger fan in, or let's say we have the 120 millimeter fan that comes with it. We want to adjust it up. I'll loosen the screws up, slide it up, the fan sits a little higher. It's all maneuverable around like that. Especially for like us modders, we really want to be able to take something apart. It is pop riveted in some areas. Most of it can be completely taken apart fairly easy, fairly quickly. You can sand it down, paint it, change the colors that you want, configure the inside more or less. I mean, if you really wanted to or could try, you might even be able to get 2 ATX motherboards in here. You might even be able to get just a regular standard motherboard inside of this. I mean, I haven't tried that yet, but it looks like there's enough space if you got it over to here. But so far, I really like it. I think it gives you lots and lots of options. And the other thing was, stacking them. So like I said, if you wanted a couple of these, you could put one on top, have 2 systems. You could probably put another one on top, do 3 systems into one. Just depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. So they're giving you the options to make your imagination run wild and get to the point where you want to be at. I will have to say Thermaltake is giving you the options to make your imagination. Thermaltake is giving you the options to make your imagination run wild. You can configure this thing any way you want. You can take everything out of it. You can only put 2 pieces back in. You can take everything out and run it blank. I mean, you can put in a couple of radiators. You can put fans just about anywhere you want. It's all up to you how you want to do it. And I think it's great that Thermaltake is not really dictating how you have to put it together or how it's going to look. They're leaving that option up to you. So for a modder, it's really a great idea because we can move things around. We don't have to cut a lot of stuff. It's easy to take apart. You're going to be able to paint it really easy. All the options are here. If you want to take the buttons, take them off. A couple of screws, pop stuff off. Disassembly was easy. Putting it back together, it's just as easy. Right now, I haven't put a system into it yet, but I'm going to because we're going to actually using these cases for the Modders Inc. 2015 Staff versus Staff Mod Off, where we're going to be showing at QuakeCon. So you guys are going to see 7 different ideas made from this case displayed at QuakeCon. And this year's themes, because we always do a theme one, is going to be Quake or Doom. I mean, we had to do that because this year is the 20th anniversary of QuakeCon. So you got to come out and see our cases, and you got to come out and see the other guys' cases. We have the case mod contest every year. It's been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So again, we want to thank Thermaltake. They've sponsored the cases for all 7 of the guys on the team. We're all going to be doing our own themes. We're going to be doing our work logs. So come on by, check out the site, check out our work logs, and check out our reviews, and check out our other videos. Hey, so how was the video? You liked it? I know I did. So, go ahead and subscribe. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it's one click. I mean, you've clicked on worse things before.